what a lot of people misunderstand about dividend investing and why they get burnt so easily is that it is best to think of dividend investing exactly the same as any other type of investing, okay? And you're going to be like, what are you talking about? Well, you know, dividend and growth investing, they're different things. And we're going to go through that today. And we're going to see why actually they're not different. So what is different though, and what is important, is that the investor gets to choose how much of the company's profits go to them versus go back to the company. And in my opinion, that's a much better way of thinking about it. Companies pay dividends out of their retained earnings, the money they've actually made, or money they made in the past and maybe they've kept it in the bank. Ideally, it's out of the money they're making. And so in a growth company, that money is being reinvested into whatever the company it is, you know, does that's growing, further growing the business. And that is basically the stock market, in its simplest form is a compounding machine. And that's why people look at dividends often and think, why are you taking money out? If the company can reinvest it and grow, just let them do that. And this is what a lot of people don't get. It's absolutely fine for investors to want to take some of the profits, and effectively the investor is deciding what to do with it, where to reinvest it. And that's fine. So that's a choice. And so for some companies, the great thing is they allow you to do that. They do pay out dividends at a level where you can do it, and you can reinvest them back in the company if you want, or you can use them to live off. Another way to think of this would be that by choosing to take those profits as a dividend, you're actually removing some of the execution risk from the company. And I'm sure you know about companies where the execution hasn't gone well, where they've said we're going to grow like this, turns out it doesn't work, and that capital is burned. And I think that's the important part to understand about dividend investing, is you're just choosing to say, no thanks, I'll take that capital out and I'll do whatever I want with it. So you're kind of removing execution risk, or a portion of execution risk. You know, we're going to see it's not either or from your investment.